Alright, so my next build here is the Bandai 1/72nd scale Y-Wing Starfighter. It's a kit I've been dying to do. Has really nice detail, and Bandai is just known for their quality. So having a look here, here's the base that comes with the model. We've got some engines here. We got the little bit of the front cone, cockpit pieces, the decals. Here we've got the cockpit top and the nacelle fronts. More of the nose of the ship, and some panels, the pilots here. That'll be fun to paint. And the body, which the detail Bandai puts into these is just so crisp and clean, and all the detailing is just amazing. The sides and everything, it's just a beautiful kit. And we've got a bunch of the piping to go around the body. And then here's the rear of the engines. Got a little red laser bit here, which I will not be using. And I have some photo etching for the interior of the cockpit and also the canopy itself. So my plan is with this is to light the whole thing up, and here I have some neopixels, the really small neopixels, which I'm going to use to light up the engines. You can see the size of these suckers here. I've never worked with these before. This is a first for me. They're extremely tiny. Soldering to these is going to be a lot of fun. And then what I've also done is I purchased this trinket from Adafruit, which I plan on programming to light the engines up in a particular way, which will also be a first for me. I've never done coding before. So my plan is with the base, this hole here is where this mount goes, but I'm planning on using copper tubing to run all my wires through. And then I'm going to have my trinket mounted on the bottom like so. Kind of like I did with my ATST, which was just a USB power supply. This will be a USB powered trinket board, which is basically an Arduino. So the fun part here is soldering wire onto this neopixel. This is extremely tiny. Starting out with my positive wire here. And then we've got the negative wire to solder. Very small and tricky. And finally we've got the data pin wire, which is how the trinket communicates with the neopixel and tells it what to do. And here we go. Got my neopixel all soldered and wired up, ready to go. Such a teeny little thing. Full RGB LED. So I've done my first bit of coding ever. It took me many hours to figure out just how to do this because I had to train myself. But this is the coding here, which will start off, slowly brighten up, starting at yellow to a bright orange, then red. So again, got my neopixel here with the wires. This is going to be a test. Got my trinket with some alligator clips here. And I'm just going to test this out to make sure my coding works okay and it's going to do for the engines what I want it to do. So attaching the negative, attaching my data pin, and the positive wire is attached. And now it's time to plug my USB cable in and check this out. And as you can see, it's slowly brightening up as yellow, and as it gets brighter it will slowly fade into orange and then into full red, which is what the Y-Wing fighters have for engines. And then I have it do a little flicker effect like the engines are burning. And it worked great. You know, not bad for my first time, I guess. Alright, so there we have it. What I plan on doing with the Y-Wing, so I'm going to start working on this. Hopefully it won't be too long before I post my next video, but it'll probably be just working on the cockpit for starters, painting the cockpit, probably getting the photo etch in, and maybe starting up the lighting. But that should be my next video. So until next time, thanks for watching.